Most people buying a dual-zone portable fridge are choosing wrong and paying a premium for the privilege. I have thoroughly researched the top models so you don't have to. One unit under $400 outperforms options costing $200 more. Links are in the description, and stick around until the end. The winner genuinely surprised me. A bad portable fridge doesn't just underperform, it costs you money every single trip. We're talking spoiled meat 2 hours from the nearest town, insulin that's no longer safe, a cooler full of lukewarm drinks you paid $300 for. I've seen it happen, and the worst part is, it's almost always preventable. The difference between a fridge that holds 36 degrees and one that drifts to 55 isn't a spec sheet footnote, it's whether your food is actually safe to eat. Cheap compressors, flimsy seals, thermostats that lie to your face. These things fail quietly until they don't. So, in this video, I've ranked the best portable fridges you can actually buy right now, from the ones that'll quietly drain your wallet to the one I'd put my own groceries in without a second thought. Let's get into it. You see 58 quarts and your brain goes, that's massive, that's the one. That's exactly the trap the EcoJoe's 12 volts 58 quarts is counting on. No listed price at the time of this video, which is already a yellow flag in a category where every serious competitor is upfront about what you're paying. The spec sheet looks generous on paper, 55 liters total, dual zone, with 14 quarts on the left and 44 quarts on the right, temperature range from -4 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, and it runs on 12/24 volts DC or standard AC. Useful flexibility? Sure. But here's the problem. Capacity alone doesn't keep your food cold when the power situation gets complicated. The battery protection system offers low, medium, and high modes, which sounds reassuring until you realize there's virtually no independent review data to tell you how accurately those modes actually protect your battery in real conditions. It cools from 68 to 32 degrees in 15 minutes according to the brand. Many owners report it runs quietly under 42 decibels, but many owners report based on 168 reviews is a thin foundation for a fridge you're trusting to protect a week's worth of camping food. Big capacity, thin track record. If that trade-off makes you nervous, and it should, the next pick has the receipts to back its claims. At $349.90, the Vavor 58-liter dual-zone compressor fridge lands at number 4, and that price is exactly where the conversation gets uncomfortable, because $349 is real money. That's not budget territory anymore. That's, I expect this thing to earn it territory. So does it? Mostly. The 58-liter dual-zone design holds up to 94 cans, which is legitimately useful on a long RV trip or a boat weekend. Compressor cooling hits -4 degrees Fahrenheit, and it gets there in roughly 2 hours at normal ambient temperatures. ECO mode draws under 54 watts, max mode runs at 71 watts, under a kilowatt-hour per day either way, so your battery isn't getting punished. It runs at 45 decibels, quiet enough that it won't chase you out of a campsite. Wheels and a telescopic handle make it genuinely portable, rated 4.5 stars across 359 reviews, so buyers aren't actively unhappy. Now, the trade-offs. $350 puts this fridge in direct crossfire with brands that have longer track records and deeper user bases. Vavor's review count is thin for the price point, and the features aren't meaningfully differentiated enough to justify the premium over what's coming next. It's a capable fridge, but capable doesn't always mean worth it at this specific number. At $233.99, the EUHOMI 59QT is the one that sounds smarter than it actually is in practice. 59 quarts of capacity, dual-zone storage, a removable internal basket, and yes, Bluetooth app control. That last feature is where the marketing gets loud and where reality gets quiet. The compressor cools from 68 to 32 degrees Fahrenheit in 15 minutes, which is genuinely fast. Average draw is 45 watts with ECO and max modes, and 3-level battery protection keeps you from killing your vehicle battery. That part is legitimately useful on longer trips. The LCD panel is clean. The internal LED light is a small but real convenience at 2 a.m. in a dark campsite. Over 2,700 reviews and a 4.4 rating at the time of this video says buyers aren't unhappy. Now, the trade-offs. App control via Bluetooth sounds like a premium feature until you ask, how far are you actually sitting from your cooler? If the answer is 10 feet, you'll reach over and press the button. The dual-zone design helps with odor separation, but the zones aren't independently temperature controlled. That distinction matters. It's a solid, honest fridge at a fair price, but if app gimmicks are the headline, that's a warning about what the engineers prioritized. The next pick skips the fluff entirely, and it's where this ranking actually gets interesting. Here is where the ranking gets interesting. At $209.99 at the time of this video, the FeelFun 45 quart is the first fridge here that actually solves the physical problem nobody talks about, hauling a loaded cooler across a gravel campsite without throwing out your back. Built-in wheels, a pull-out handle, tilts and rolls exactly like a carry-on suitcase. That feature alone separates it from half the field. It is a dual-zone 45 quart unit, 2 independent compartments, each dialed anywhere from -4 degrees to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Freeze meat on one side, keep your drinks cold on the other, zero odor crossover. FeelFun says it drops from 77 to 32 degrees in 15 minutes. That is a bold claim, and at a 4.4 rating across 264 reviews, buyers are not pushing back hard on it. Under 45 decibels running noise, Bluetooth app control, 3-level battery protection so it shuts off before it kills your vehicle battery. Genuinely useful features, not decorative ones. Who is this for? Someone doing weekend camping or tailgating who loads and unloads alone, values ergonomics, and does not need more than 45 quarts. Now, the trade-offs. 45 quarts is the ceiling. Longer trips or bigger groups will outgrow it fast, and that is where the money gets wasted. Step up to the next pick and the capacity problem disappears entirely. And here is the one that quietly makes everyone else look overpriced. At $179.09 at the time of this video, the Meiju 25-quart glass door portable fridge is the top pick on this list, and honestly, it is not particularly close. 25 quarts, dual zone, compressor driven, and it runs on 12 and 24-volt DC or standard 100 to 240-volt AC household power. That means car, truck, RV, and kitchen outlet. One unit covers everything. The big zone is 22 quarts with touch panel temperature control from -18 up to +15 degrees Celsius. The small 3-quart zone is smart. It reads the large zone setting and automatically runs 5 to 8 degrees colder. Set the large zone to 5 Celsius, and that small compartment becomes a soft freeze zone for ice cream or meat without any extra button pushing. Average operating power is just 40 watts, under 1 kilowatt-hour per day. It also has automatic battery protection. The compressor shuts off when your car battery drops low, so you do not come back to a dead vehicle. Total weight is 12 kilograms. The ABS shell is rated impact resistant. Buyers rate it 4.1 out of 5 across 243 reviews. The glass door is the differentiator. You see what is inside without opening it, which actually matters for power efficiency. Who should buy it? Anyone who wants real freezer performance, dual zone flexibility, and universal power compatibility without crossing the $200 line. The honest weakness, 243 reviews, is a thinner track record than the bigger brands here, so longevity data is still building, but for value right now, nothing on this list touches it. So let's put them side by side, because this is where most buyers go wrong. On raw capacity, the bigger units win, but capacity you can't move is useless. On cooling speed, the top-tier models pull ahead noticeably, though you pay for every degree of that difference. On price, the value pick under $200 punches hard enough that spending more needs a real justification, not just a brand name. Portability is where the premium models quietly lose. More cooling, more weight, harder to actually relocate. Here's the honest breakdown. If you move your cooler constantly, lighter beats colder every time. If it stays in one spot, prioritize capacity and cooling rate first, price second. And if you're genuinely on a budget, the value leader we just covered doesn't give up much. It just asks you to trust a shorter track record. Keep that in mind going into the final verdict. So here is where we land. For most buyers, the Meiju is the call. It hits the right price, skips the compromises, and has the track record to back it up. Not flashy, just correct. The one exception, if you are running a larger home and need extended runtime above everything else, the step-up model we ranked second earns its price gap. But that is a narrow use case. Everyone else is overbuying. Meiju wins this list because it solves the actual problem without asking you to pay for features you will never touch. Links are in the description. Go check the current price before it moves. If this saved you from a bad buy, subscribe. That is exactly what this channel is for. All links are in the description. And drop a comment. What are you actually using a portable fridge for? Road trip, tailgate, van life? I read every one.